Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here coming at you with some more Yugi news today, and today we have some new OCG cards that got announced. This was in V-Jump, and it's basically talking about the new premium pack and the new cards that are going to be inside. As well, in this video today, we're going to talk about the OCG Link VRAINS box. We talked about that a little bit a couple weeks ago. Basically, you're getting like a Firewall reprint already over in the OCG. Looks really cool. Trickstar reprint, alternate arts of those cards as well, and lots of good stuff. And they just announced a couple new cards for that box as well. So without any further ado though, let's jump into the news. So yeah, as you guys can see here, we got some V-Jump news, and there's new Yusei related cards, which is pretty interesting. We're also getting number 5 and number 5 Exceed Monster, and a draw spell for Pendulum decks, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, as you can see here, we have Junk Connector. That is this guy right here. We'll pull up the picture here. And we have the lefty driver and the righty driver, which are pretty funny. But yeah, so with Junk Connector, it's a Link 2 Dark Warrior effect monster, 1700 attack. Its arrows are bottom left and bottom right. Its materials are 2 warrior/machine monsters, including at least 1 tuner. Once per turn, during either player's main or battle phase, you can activate this effect, which is immediately after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 monster using only monsters this card points to as synchro materials. That's pretty awesome. Its second effect is if this linked summoned card is destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect and sent to the GY, you can special summon 1 junk synchro monster from your extra deck, and it's treated as a synchro summon. So both are pretty interesting effects. I love how they're getting like even like today junk support, which is really cool to see. I mean, synchro decks and that kind of thing aren't, at least to me, they're not as popular as they were. I mean, definitely years ago, just because of all the change in game mechanics and that kind of thing. But yeah, this will be pretty interesting to see how synchro decks and like junk players can use that card. So I mean, it's pretty cool to see. And then we have lefty driver and righty driver. So they lefty driver, it's an level 2 earth machine effect monster. You can use this card's second effect once per turn, but its first effect is if this card is special summoned, you can make this card's level 3 until the end of this turn. Alright, so got some level games going on there. During your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this from your graveyard and add a righty driver from your deck to your hand. Okay, so it just searches out right, and then righty, I'm guessing, does the same thing. I haven't really read this before this video. So yeah, it's righty driver is a level 1 tuner, so there you go, effect monster, machine type. For a synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one synchron tuner monster. You can only use this card's name second or first effect once per turn. Okay, if this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 lefty. Okay, yep. So from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Well, that's interesting. So they work together, obviously, and then they help you bring out the junk link monster. And yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of awesome that they're including junk support, synchro support, and synchron support, really, all with link monsters and new cards. So let me know what you think about those cards. I would love to hear your thoughts. Moving on, though, we do have number 5, Doom Chimera Dragon. First of all, that guy looks awesome. That card looks really neat, and it's a rank 5 Dark Dragon Exceed monster. 0 attack and 0 defense. It's made, of course, with 2 level 5 monsters. This card, or more, I guess. This card's gains 1,000 attack for each material attached to it. Okay, so it's going to be like at least 2,000. Not bad. This card with Exceed material can attack every monster. Oh, geez. Every monster your opponent controls once each. Okay. And then its third effect is at the end of the battle phase. If this card battled, you can activate one of these effects. Target one monster in your graveyard, attach it to this card as Exceed material, or target one monster on your in your opponent's graveyard, place it on top of your opponent's deck. Okay, both very interesting effects. It seems like a really good card. It's about time that, you know, they get more number cards out there, and I cannot wait for this to come over to the TCG. I really, really, really like this card, actually. The other last card on this, at least for the premium pack news, is the Pendulum card. Yeah, it's a Pendulum draw card. It's a normal spell. It's called Pendulum Halt. Quick and easy effect. If there are 3 or more face-up Pendulum monsters with different names in your extra deck, you can draw 2 cards. You cannot add cards from your deck to your hand for the rest of your turn. This is a really good card because you can just do like all your searching or whatnot and get all the cards from your deck to your hand earlier, and then just drop this card, draw 2 cards. It's pretty easy to get multiple cards face up in your extra deck if you're a Pendulum player, with different names as well. So yeah, I think this is a really good Pendulum support card. I mean, draw power, what more do you want? I think that's going to be really crazy, actually. And it actually looks really cool. Let's take a look at both of these cards. Yeah, so number 5, that looks dope. I'm a huge fan of dark monsters and dragon monsters, and this is both. So I'm not complaining. That artwork is sick. Same with that Pendulum draw card, Pendulum Halt. You got the Pendulum, the blue one. What I wonder if they'll come out with like a card with like the red like pendulum side as well. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, then you draw 2 cards. So lots of good stuff coming out here. But what I also really wanted to talk about was this VRAINS box. This looks so cool, and I really wish they would do something over here in the TCG. Although the last time they did it with like the Dimension Dragons and stuff, it ended up being basically our legendary collection again. So we'll see. Maybe that'll be next year's legendary decks and legendary collection, but we'll see. Yeah, but anyways, this V-Jump news is all about that OCG box, and it's really cool. You get the Goki, Link Monster, Firewall, and then Trickstar. I forgot the name of it, but it's the main Trickstar. They're all reprinted with alternate arts, and that Firewall Dragon art looks sick. But yeah, there's some new cards in it as well, including Trickstar Foxy Witch. She's a Link 3 Light Fairy effect monster, 2200 attack. Arrows are top, middle, and then left and right sides. It's made with 2 or more fairy monsters. And then if it's special summoned, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card they control. And if it's link summoned and destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Link 2 or lower Trickstar monster from your extra deck. Oh, yeah, yep, special summon. Okay, so special summon your Trickstar from your extra deck and inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each card they control. That's a really good card. It looks really cool. We also have Trickstar Magicorola. That's a fun name. And Formud Skipper. But Anyways, the Trickstar card is an equipped spell card. You can activate this card by targeting a Trickstar monster in your graveyard. You can special summon it, and if you do, equip this card to it. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. But once per turn, if the equipped monster inflicts damage to your opponent by battle or card effect, you can special summon a Trickstar monster from your hand. That seems like a really good card. Trickstars are getting even more support over on the OCG side of things, so it's just a matter of time before it all hits the TCG. But I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I get it because Trickstars are used in the anime too, so they gotta keep pumping out the support and stuff for that. But yeah, that seems like a really good spell card. We also have Formud Skipper, which is a level 1 light Cyberse effect monster. 0 attack and defense. But during your main phase, you can reveal 1 Link monster from your extra deck. During this turn, if you use this card as a material for a Link summon, you can treat it as having the same name, or as the same card name, type, and attribute as the revealed monster. That's a pretty interesting effect. It's got another one though too. If this card is sent from the graveyard as Link material, you can add 1 level 5 or higher Cyberse monster from your deck to your hand. So Cyberse, it's nice to see they're getting support. We also have Tactical Exchamber. It's a normal trap card. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. Okay, that's kind of confusing the way they worded it, but it's for rockets. You can target a face-up monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon 1 rocket monster with a different original name than that destroyed monster from your deck to, or your graveyard. We also have Goki Deathmatch, which is an awesome field spell card. When this card is activated, you can place 3 counters on it. If a Goki monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle, remove 1 counter from this card. At the end of a battle phase, in which the last counter is removed from this card by its own effect, you can special summon as many Goki monsters with different names as possible from your hand or your deck, and place 3 counters on this card. So yeah, that card's really cool. It helps you, like, of course, build advantage and bring out your strong monsters and just swarm the field. So I really like Gokis. I like the whole wrestling archetype and the wrestling aesthetic, I guess you could say. I couldn't think of the word, but yeah, really cool stuff going on in this box. Plus you get the link, like, I think you get packs of the link VRAINS. On the bottom, actually, I think it talks about, yeah, so it comes out December 23rd. It's going to be 3,000 yen. You get a set of 4 extra secret rare cards, a set of 20 ultra rare cards, 1 pack each of Code of the Duelist, Circuit Break, and Extreme Force. It all comes in a really cool storage box that you saw on the top of the page. You get a special card case, and then sleeves. So yeah, really cool stuff. I just really wish the TCG got stuff like this, because it's so sick, and definitely worth it, I think, for everything that you get inside. So OCG, I'm very jealous of you, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about the set and what you think about the other premium pack news that we talked about, and let me know down in the comments below what you're most hyped for and what you hope to see over here on the TCG side of things, guys. But as always, hit that like button and subscribe for more. That really helps me out. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I'll speak with you soon. Until next time, peace out and have a good one.